So things are certainly starting to turn around with the availability of inventory on the new 2023 and 2024 models. But if you're in the market for a really good pre-owned 2022 travel trailer with or without bunk beds, the company that I work for recently purchased over 200 of these things, and a lot of them are still wrapped in plastic. I've got Grand Design, I've got Palomino, I've got Jayco, and just several other really great brands. But today we're going to be looking at this 2024 Forest River Impression, model number 315 MB. Of course, the MB does stand for mid-bunk. You've got sleeping room aboard for possibly 6 or 7, really depending on the size of your guest. But if you're new here, I do welcome you to the channel, and let's get started. So we are going to start on the inside first and then make our way out, but let's look at some of the numbers on the vehicle to give you an idea on how big this thing really is. So total length of 38 feet in length, dry weight as it currently sits of 10,433 pounds. Gross vehicle weight rating of 13,213. You're riding on two twin 6,000 pound axles, 16-inch rims, E-rated tires, and you've got right at 2,742 pounds of available cargo capacity. And I'll try to leave the hitch weight about here in the video. Here's a sneak peek of your outside compartment plus the outdoor kitchen. Get you inside, get you turned around, but we'll start all the way in the back, making our way closer to the front. And then eventually stepping back outside, going over some of the storage areas, and of course some of the important connections found outside. So you've got 4 total slides on board. 2 of them are right here between your kitchen and your living area. This is your view from the sleeper sofa sitting in your living area. Kitchen's kind of tucked off nicely to the back, but there's a lot of changes that have happened on the inside of the coach as well as the out. One being back here. Last year this was a really nice little coffee prep station, but they've made some changes, giving you now kind of like a universal desk area. So if you wanted, you could have a desk or maybe just turn it into more storage. And you also have this really cool storage area up on the top. Pretty cool little functional area. So when it comes to the kitchen on board the Impression 315, pretty much the entire back area has been designated between the kitchen / your dining area. Dining area, of course, being back here on the left, and you also have that interesting kind of setup in the back. And I guess you could also utilize that area maybe for some additional prepping space. So this is a Furrion fridge, 12-volt compressor fridge, right at 11 cubic feet. You got the freezer on the top, and of course the fridge is going to be located on the bottom. Your appliances on board are pretty much a standard size, which is found in a lot of your mid-profile units. This is your oven, Furrion brand, and here of course is my hand in reference to size. Maybe enough room for maybe a pan pizza. Your cooktop with your 3 burners and some additional prepping space there. So when it comes to the pantry, it is located all the way in the back, which is nice in my opinion, because whenever you get ready to start or stop, things tend to shift, and they've also given you this really deep lip to keep them from falling off the shelf. But overall, the kitchen is a little bit tight, but it still gives you all the basic needs. Plus, it gives you a lot bigger living area, keeping it all the way in the back of the coach. So let's get spun around and go over your dining area / living room slide. The slide box height, I'm always about taller slide boxes, but all the way to the tallest point, 5'11". Just be cautious if maybe you're sitting over at the dining room table when you attempt to stand up and you're on the taller side. So no carpet also found underneath the table. That's very nice. This is a woven type material, which is great for cleanup. You're not having to worry about maybe food particles or sand that much. And your window treatments are a very thick curtain. It's got like a plastic type material on the back side of it, but very thick, and all of your windows are already pre-tinted from the factory. So this is going to be a view from the sleeper sofa, and I do apologize. I do my best to try to have these things plugged up so you see exactly what I'm looking at, but that is an electric fireplace. It's pretty much a big, huge space heater that does a great job of heating your living and kitchen area. This is your sound bar by Furrion. You have zones 1 and 2, so that's inside and outside speakers. And a 48-inch TV. I wish this honestly would maybe pull away from the wall so you can change the angle if you're working in the kitchen or maybe sitting over the dining room table. Let's make our way all the way to the front, and then we'll come back going over the guest bedroom. So this is what I call a north to south bed. This is a queen. Your hanging closets are on the left as well as the right. You also have additional storage with what I call a wardrobe slide out. Automotive grade windshield on the front. Let's spin around. This is what I call a wardrobe slide. It's just enough for all of your clothes. You have your main closet here, which also has the washer and dryer connections. TV connections are here. Take a look at your wardrobe slide now. Notice the hanging rod all the way at the top, plus some additional storage on the bottom. So if at any time during the video you like what you see, drop a couple of thumbs up, or maybe even leaving a comment telling me what maybe they can improve on. Amazingly, some of these manufacturers do read your comments, and I've seen several changes that you guys have recommended. So air conditioners, you got 2 different ones on board, and it is duct all the way throughout the coach. So even the loft area we'll show you here in a second. The one in the main living area will be a 15K. It is also duct all the way throughout. Speaking of bed, I should have shown you this. 110 and 12 volt outlets on both sides. Very, very nice. Coming inside your bathroom, so ceiling height once you're upstairs is closer to the 6'7" range. This is a 2-piece plastic shower. You have additional headroom with the skylight. The shower pan is a flush mounted, so you do gain all 6'7" inches of ceiling height. Sometimes you'll have maybe a couple inches of step up. This is a porcelain foot flush toilet. This will be your view, so lots of leg room. This is a pressed membrane countertop again, plastic sink. The loft area provides you with additional maybe overflow sleeping or just the perfect sleeping area for a toddler. I did have one customer that I sold this layout to, and he put a baby gate right there. Absolutely loved it. His kids loved it as well, except for when his youngest son, he said, was getting upset with him. He'd crawl in the corner, and he was a bigger guy like myself and had a difficult time getting him down. However, this is the main guest room. You've got the universal queen, that's what this is, plus the additional fold down bunk on the top, 250-pound low capacity. Let's get this opened, fold it up. But if you're not going to utilize the room for sleeping, you can maybe turn this into a office space. I've even had customers with larger pets that would utilize this room for a crate while they are away. This is your view if you're sitting on this universal queen right now. I will also try to overlay a video of this universal queen opened up where this room is laid out in its full entire sleeping arrangement. So at date and time of making this video, maybe you guys can pause the video here and read this in detail. MSRP of $83,802.75. And of course, our sales price can be found over at the website, which is viewed from that link found down below. If you don't want to see anything on the outside, continue to like and subscribe. But overall, the coach is extremely compact, and it brings along with it a lot of great features like heated holding tanks, the 2 air conditioners. This model also has the on-demand water heater now, so you're not going to have to really worry about running out. Let's start all the way in the front. We'll make our way down the side of the coach and end the video on this side here. But here in the front though, you got a fully molded fiberglass front cap, and that's an automotive grade windshield. So you're not going to have to worry about different debris while you're traveling, like those bugs. Have not had a chance to wash this thing yet. You do have an LED docking light here. I'll show you the light switch in the passenger compartment momentarily. Pretty standard Rhino box. This is a very simple upgrade if you're looking maybe for a little bit more comfortable ride. That's definitely the one easy thing to do. Really big awning, possibly over 20 feet in length. You've got white LED lights underneath it also. Outdoor speakers over the baggage compartment there. They're trimmed out with blue lights inside of them. And your outdoor speakers go great hand in hand with the outdoor camp kitchen. This is a griddle that hooks directly to your propane. and your hot point miniature fridge. So let's talk fridge. A lot of people get this mixed up. They think because the one inside works off the vehicle power that this one should too. And I agree with you, it really should, but this one does not. Baggage door is about a ½ inch thick with regular twisty locks. So the pass-through compartment is extremely clean. I like when they utilize this carpet material just to trim things out. Nice little bottle opener. All your floors are wrapped in radiant foil. There's your really big beefy floor joist. Coming right around though, notice your heating duct. That black box is going to be the 30 amp smart charger that monitors the charge coming from the solar panel. This is what's going to keep your battery from either overcharging or undercharging. That's the light switch for the docking lights all the way on the front underneath the kingpin, and your battery disconnect switch. Your baggage door is very, very thick, well insulated, at least 1 inch thick with slam latches. Your door does have a friction hinge, and your steps are step above. 3-step entryway with a larger platform on the top, but these fold inside of your door while you're in transportation. Make our way around. All aluminum structure, Goodyear tires, fully walkable roof. This coach is also blindside camera prepped back here on the back. The ladder is actually mounted. I love to see ladders nowadays. That's something that they've taken away. I totally disagree with it. Like, look, no ladder. Ladder. So back on the back, you do in fact have the 2-inch receiver. Low capacity of 300 pounds. This is not for towing, maybe for a bike rack or some other sort of accessory. Making our way around, so you've got 2 different types of slides. You've got an electric lipper component, and these are rack and pinion. Goodyear endurance tires, so American made, pretty basic suspension system. That's why I made the comment up front about the kingpin. That's a very simple upgrade if you're looking for a little bit smoother ride. Rack and pinion setup. Rack and pinion. So your sewer connections are right over here. So there's several things going on at this area. You got your sewer connections. That's the exhaust for your 35,000 BTU furnace, 60,000 BTU on-demand water heater. And this is your sewer connections, black, and your gray handle. 50 amp power cord connection. This is the opposite side of the pass-through compartment. I call this the water management area. Water lines would come up through the floor here, connecting to either your city water connection, black tank flush, which is up at the top, or maybe if you're trying to do a tank fill, you're prepped to receive an inline filter if you decide to add that later. Satellite and TV hookups. Very, very nice to have the outdoor shower right next to the sewer, so that way when you're finished, good place to wash your hands when you're done. And the RV is leveled from a 4-point, fully automatic leveling system. But why would they put a smaller baggage door on the opposite side? Propane tanks, both located on one side. Very simple upgrade, maybe changing these out for 20-pound bottles. Overall though, it is a very compact coach with a lot of great features. Like I call it, more bang for your buck. Hope you guys have liked what you've seen. Continue to like and subscribe. Come see us.